Jackie, thank you for everything you did to expose the abuse that's going on in that system right now. I commend you for that. But we're talking to folks about our specific message, our economic message for New Hampshire. And it's a plan right now that will lower taxes on businesses all throughout the state by lowering our business profits tax and our business enterprise tax. It's a plan to lower health care costs on businesses by allowing insurance companies outside of New Hampshire to compete in New Hampshire, and also allowing businesses to purchase flexible plans and not a one-size-fits-all from the insurance companies. And it's a plan to lower our electric rates, because our electric rates are too high right now in the state, by allowing the utilities to purchase electricity at the cheapest cost possible. And it's a plan to keep more of our young people in the state as well, because we have too many young people flocking out of the state of New Hampshire. So we're going to form public-private partnerships between our schools and the businesses here in the state to making sure we're putting kids on a career path to the 21st century jobs. And if we do this, if we do all of these things, there's no reason why companies south of the border in Massachusetts shouldn't be flocking to New Hampshire. You know, I've said as governor of New Hampshire, I hope I'm Deval Patrick's worst nightmare by poaching jobs out of that state and bringing them to New Hampshire, because we know as Republicans, we know as independent, liberty-minded people that it's not state government that creates jobs, but it's state government that creates the atmosphere and the climate for good jobs to be created in the private sector. Now, folks, if I have the privilege to be your nominee this fall, I'll tell you this much. If I get to go toe-to-toe with Maggie Kerr Hassan or Jackie Tax and Spend Me Silly, I will take every opportunity I get to remind the public day in and day out, just as I did during their time in the state Senate, of every job-killing, tax-hiking, business-busting, nanny-stating, Debbie Downer policy these two ever voted for. You had a tax on LLCs, a tax on campgrounds, a tax on car registration, electricity rates, lottery winnings. If it moved, these two were taxing it. And we simply cannot afford to go backwards. And by the way, too, as your next governor, I will do everything I can, come hell or high water, to make sure that Obamacare is either stopped or completely stalled from being implemented right here in this state, because it will drain and cripple the economy of our state. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm running to be your next governor because we need a bold, new, fresh face to be in our corner office. And I have the energy, the vision, and the experience to get the job done and lead us into a new era of prosperity. I'll use my experience as a former state legislator, as someone who worked under a former governor, as someone who ran a state agency and got good reforms on the inside, but also someone who fought successfully for good conservative policy on the outside as well. I will not check my principles at the door. I'm running as a Republican, I'll win as a Republican, and I will govern on Republican values and principles. And together, we're going to make this state the envy of the nation. My website's kevinsmithforgovernor.com. I hope I can earn your support this fall. Thank you all for everything you're doing. God bless you.
All right, we got